I hear pretty consistently from people that YouTube is one of the hardest, if not the hardest platforms to grow on and get started on, especially in 2024 and beyond. So I thought today I would talk about the things that I would do if I were starting over from scratch. And the first thing really is to develop a repeatable system. I always say the reason that I have been able to build up my YouTube is because I have been very systematized about it. I've been very diligent and strict about my YouTube schedule, posting regularly every single week for like 10 years. But obviously, I saw growth way before 10 years. I saw growth every year. And it was because I had a very formulaic, strategy to it. So I think first off, that means deciding on a posting frequency that really works for you and your lifestyle. I think if you want to start a YouTube channel today, you really need to commit to posting one video a week minimum. I think that is a great place to be to really start to develop some good momentum. And I think in order to do that, you need to have a really easy way to create. You can't make it be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like jump off a cliff and like get in a helicopter and like do all of these random things to have the most beautiful, shocking video. Of course, we want to push ourselves creatively. Please do not jump off any cliffs. Also, just putting that out there. Please do not hurt yourself. But yeah, of course, we want to do things that are fun and spontaneous and beautiful. But you need to have like that bare minimum. Like, what am I going to do every Monday? What is my setup going to be where I can just pull my microphone, pull my computer, and call it a day and just get something, recorded so that I'm not overthinking and stuck in that kind of period of just thinking and not doing. You know what I mean? You guys know that I love Riverside and I've been working with them. They are sponsoring a portion of today's video as well. And they are a great tool to use if you're getting started and you're like, I need to be able to record from my computer or my webcam or, even my fancy camera, just hook it up to your laptop and have really nice, beautiful studio quality footage, but not have to spend hours and hours trying to figure out all the tech and trying to do all the things. You can simply log on and jump in a Riverside room and record yourself. So, again, you can hook up your webcam or even connect your fancy camera to it if you want to, and just start recording. But you can also invite guests. So if you want to bring in a guest expert for a YouTube video, if you want to host a podcast on your YouTube channel, you can really easily create these recording rooms and be able to record yourself side by side with somebody. You can record sharing your screen. You can really record in pretty much any format that you want to with yourself or another person. And what's really cool about Riverside as well is that they also transcribe your videos once they are uploaded and once you've done recorded them so that you can really have the maximum amount of repurposing. This is huge when it comes to growing a YouTube account is not just posting the amazing video, but then also writing up a blog post about it, sending a newsletter about it to your email list, referencing it in your Instagram captions, and you can use your text transcript to do all of that stuff. They also have a repurposing feature for shorts so that you can post your YouTube shorts, post your Instagram reel, post your TikTok to promote your YouTube videos because you really do need that system for like the whole process, not just for recording the YouTube video, but also distributing it, spreading the word about it, getting people's eyeballs on it. They're not just going to come from nowhere. And yes, search engine optimization on YouTube itself will help attract people on the platform, but it's always a good idea to be able to use those other platforms that you may already be active on, like Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever, and get eyeballs there. So repurposing, making the most of your footage is really important. So if you want to give Riverside a try, be sure to click the link in the description to give Riverside a try for free. And when you're ready to upgrade, you'll get a 15% off discount using the code Latasha James at checkout, link down below. Number two, the next tip that I want to talk about is your niche. Now, if you are a multi-passionate creative like I am, niching down sounds like prison. It sounds like torture, sounds like punishment, but you really do need to niche down in the beginning of your YouTube journey. What I mean by niche down is Latasha James. That's what my YouTube channel is named. Okay, I like so many different things. I like freelancing. I like running a business. I like eating healthy food. I like working out, doing Pilates. I love music. It's probably my biggest passion in life. If I combine all of that onto this one YouTube channel, it would be really hard for me to grow. As much as I love that idea, it would be really hard for me to grow. You have to have a focus, at least in the beginning, before your audience knows who you are and has started to kind of develop a relationship with you. Because I personally, I love watching vlogs and I will watch my favorite vloggers post about everything from home renovations to cooking to working out to music, etc. But it's because I've kind of, they've kind of established themselves, they've built up a following, they've built up that audience loyalty, and now they have the ability to branch out a little bit. In the beginning, we don't have that option. So pick a topic, pick a keyword, and stick to it. Give it a year. I know that sounds like a long time, but that is my true, honest to goodness truth. Give it a year of ranking for that keyword. Good things will happen. Good things will happen. For me, it was like social media marketing, social media management. I made sure that those keywords were in all of my titles, all of my description boxes, that every piece of content I was posting was relevant to people who were looking for that keyword or key phrase, and good things happened. And then, like I said, I can branch out a little bit. Once I've kind of established my core audience base, once they know that I'm there for them, once they, get the value, I also want to grow with them, right? A lot of my audience members started out doing social media management, but now have become content creators or now are running multi-person teams or agencies or doing different things. So I've kind of branched out and posted content about a little bit of different topics now. But in the beginning, like you have to be really, really niched in, punched in. And that's just the truth of it. That's just the truth of the matter. I like to just search the internet, my own internet, meaning my own inboxes, my own contact forms, questions that I get from customers for topic ideas. I also will just use Google, use YouTube, use different, keyword research tools to be able to figure out what questions people are asking about those keywords and make a bunch of videos about them. Plain and simple. Try to keep your videos evergreen, meaning that they're going to be relevant all the time. Don't create something super topical like, the best hacks for Instagram in March of 2025. That is not going to be super long term. It's not going to give you leads. It's not going to give you views long term. You want to think like the fundamentals of Instagram marketing, if that's going to be your niche or your keyword. Why should you be on Instagram? Why should you do Instagram marketing? How to get started with Instagram marketing. Create those like fundamental videos and post those. And those are the things that are going to get you traffic for months, if not years to come. Equipment. I always talk about equipment probably later than most people would expect me to because it's honestly one of the first roadblocks people run into. They're like, oh no, but I don't have a fancy camera. I don't have a fancy microphone, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I'm telling you right now, it really doesn't matter that much. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. And I say this as somebody who went to school for film, was kind of a little snobby about filmmaking for a while. Honestly, in the great year of 2024, it doesn't matter that much what equipment you use. Most cameras, most audio equipment is like way better than it ever was when I first started on YouTube. We'll share a quick clip if you need proof. Okay, hi guys. Today I'm gonna do the best of 2012 tag. This is Desert Stars, the color. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, especially if you're using a tool like Riverside, it has the capability to record in 4K if you have a computer or a camera that does record in 4K, and it really preserves the video quality really well, a lot better than some other tools that I've used, especially for interviews and recording, over internet waves, if you will. So yeah, your equipment doesn't matter as much as you might think. Now, I have my preferences and I have videos that I talk about my favorite cameras and microphones and things like that I will link for you. But really, the best equipment is the equipment that you have easy access to. So if you have the money and the ability and it maybe excites you a little bit to buy something new as far as equipment, then do it. But do it quickly. Don't wait too long. But if you don't, if you're just starting out and you're like, I don't know, I need to save up, start with this. Honestly, start with your phone. iPhones and any cell phone nowadays, Google Pixel, iPhone, whatever, they have amazing cameras. Just all you need to do is get a tripod for it, record using this camera, not the front camera. There's actually a really cool piece of equipment that I will try to link for you that attaches to your phone. So it acts as a monitor for you. So it saves you all the time of setting up and, checking your footage. Start with that, get a tripod for it, maybe get a monitor for it, and get a microphone. And as far as microphones, you can buy really affordable ones online as well. You can use like a lavalier microphone for 30 bucks or so. You can invest in something a little bit more pricey if you want to spend a couple $100 and get a podcast microphone like this, just depending on your setup. But that's all you need to get started. iPhone quality is good enough until you decide if you really like YouTube, and it will get you to the point of growing a following. It really will. It might not get you to the point of like winning awards and, getting a million followers, but you will be able to grow a following and kind of validate your idea to start YouTube with just your iPhone or just your webcam and using Riverside. I can't promise you that technically, but I have seen it happen many times. And I still use my iPhone for a lot of my vlog footage, honestly. A lot of times I'm just like, I don't feel like bringing my camera to the grocery store or whatever. So I just use my iPhone and nobody cares. Okay, and then the last thing, and this is kind of like the most important piece, honestly, is thinking about your monetization plan. Because in order to be a successful, consistent YouTuber, you do need to get paid. I mean, unless you are doing it strictly for fun and it's just like a full passion project for you. But even if that's the case, I think you do need to at least break even, right? You don't want to spend all of your time, but also spend all of your money on eventually upgrading your equipment, paying for subscriptions for tools, traveling if you need to travel. You don't want to like spend all your money, even if you love doing it. So you really do need a monetization plan to keep it sustainable, to keep it, being something that you can continue to do. So there are so many different ways that you can earn money on YouTube. There are the ad revenue from the platform itself. That one I would say is the one that takes quite a bit of time. You have to get a certain number of watch hours and things like that. So you're not going to get that on day one. It also can be inconsistent in that it's out of your control. You can't say, you know what, I'm going to hustle and get more ad revenue. I mean, I guess technically you could post more videos and hopefully earn more ad revenue, but you're not the one selling the ads. Google is, and it just can be a little bit more unpredictable in my opinion. So my advice is to not really rely on it. Just treat it as like a nice bonus if and when it comes. The other things that you can do are sponsorships, affiliate partnerships. They're a little different, right? Sponsorships, you're getting paid by a brand to create a video for them. And what happens with that video, whether you get 100 conversions from the video, meaning 100 people purchase their product, or 0 people purchase, you get paid the same amount. Affiliate partnerships, on the other hand, they are incentive based essentially. So you do not get paid up front to create that video, but you will get paid a cut of whatever they make in terms of sales from your links. Both have their pros and cons. Affiliate is a great thing to get started with on day one because chances are you're not going to get sponsorships on day one or even month one or perhaps even year one. Let's be honest, unless you really grow quite quickly. You do have to have, a catalog of work for them to look through. You have to have those connections, all of that stuff. But affiliate partnerships, a lot of affiliate deals will approve you regardless of your following. And, you can start making money right away. And even if you don't start making sales on day one, putting them into those SEO videos, again, those, fundamental videos, the why to start Instagram marketing, the how to get started on Instagram marketing, those SEO friendly videos, over time, your affiliate partnerships will grow with it. Your affiliate clicks, your conversions will grow with it. It's kind of like a snowball effect. So you want to insert those affiliate links into your videos sooner rather than later so you can start kind of getting that compounding effect, if you will. Similarly, your own products and services, those are things that you can offer as well. Yes, those things are going to require you to build a following. If you have 5 people watching, even if all 5 people buy your stuff, that's not going to be a sustainable living. But those are things that you can start essentially making a business plan for and saying, okay, like when I do hit 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, do I want to sell merch? Do I want to sell an event? Do I want to sell a course? Something like that. Do I want to offer a service based on what I do? I think it's always a good idea for YouTubers or any type of content creators to offer a service and a product, something that people can buy on your website without even talking to you, and something that you can do, a done for you offer. I think those are, it's great to be able to lean on both of those, just depending on what your audience responds well to and what you're in the mood to provide. So those are the things that I would do if I were starting YouTube today from scratch. Let me know in the comments if you have any YouTube questions or any of these topics that you'd like me to go in more detail on. I'm always happy to. And I hope you're having a great day. I will talk to you in my next video. Thank you.